Hello children, in this video I am going to explain you modals. As I have explained you, auxiliary verbs are of two kinds. First one is helping verb and second one is modal auxiliaries. Then now I am going to explain you modals, or we can say modal auxiliaries. Modals are a special group of verbs used to express ability, permission, suggestion, possibility, intention, obligation, wishes and so on. Students, modals cannot be used alone. They need a principal verb to complete the meaning. Students, we can say modals are verbs which represent our mood. Can, could, may, might, should, would, ought to, have to. All these are modals. Let's see some example. Radha is late. She may be sleeping. May is modal and it's represent the possibility. Radha is late. It may be then she is sleeping. That's why she is late. He can drive a car. Can is a modal and it represent the ability. It's showing the ability of that person that he can drive a car. Could I leave early today, sir? Here the person is taking the permission, is asking for the permission. Could I leave for the early today? Okay, then could is also the modal. I have written here. Let's see where we use which modals. Permission. When we seek permission or grant permission, then we use may or can for give and take. May is used in a formal way. It represents the respect and code of conduct. Can, informal, friendly and casual. Can is used in an informal way and friendly and casual. Can is used in an informal way, friendly way and casual. Informal means, students, when we talking to our friends, relatives and family members. I've written some example here. Let's see. Does I come in, sir? Here is used sir. It means that you are talking in a formal way. Then what you will use? May. Students, there are some words which represent the formal manner like sir, madam, ma'am, miss, Mr., Mrs. When we taking anyone's surname or last name, then it means it represent a formal manner. When we asking for permission, then we will give the answer in a permission. Then yes, you may. It will use here may. Why? Because we are asking in a formal way, then we will give the permission in a same way, in a formal way. Kavita, I see your phone. Here use Kavita. It means it represents an informal manner. It means we are talking to our friends or the person to whom we know very well. Then what we will use? Can. Kavita, can I see your phone? When we asking permission in a informal way, then we will take the permission in a informal way. No, you cannot. Mr. Gaurav, your brother dad collect the notes. The students, here is use Mr. It means it's showing the formal way. Then we will use here may. Next, I have your attention. Children, you have heard this sentence in a station or in a place like may I have your attention please. It's showing a formal manner. Then you will use here may. May I have your attention. Next one is request. When we do request, then our tone is humble, polite and it shows speaker's concern. For request, students, we use two models, would and could. Would is used in a formal way and could is used in an informal way. I have written here some example. Let's see. The lady said to the officer, dash you register my complaint. Students, when a lady is talking to a officer, it means it's a showing a formal manner. Then what we will use? Would. a lady is doing a request to a officer in a formal way, then we have is used here would. And what the officer will give reply. Students, when suppose that you are asking, you are doing a request to me like, ma'am, would I use your pen? You are doing request, but when I will give you reply, then I will also do a request, or I will give you permission. If you are saying, would I use your pen, ma'am, you are doing a request, then what I will give you answer? Yes, you could, or no, you could not, you couldn't. Then I am giving you a permission, or I am doing a request. I am giving you a permission. It means when you do request, then in reply you will get the permission. Then we will, when we use would, then when in reply we will use may, and when we use could, means informal way, then in reply we will get can. Then sure, I may, it is used in a formal way, then we will use the may here. Okay, mom, you cook something for me. Then here is used mom, it means you are talking in a casual way, then you will use here informal. Then what we use? Could. Mom, could you cook something for me? When you give the reply, means then you will give the permission, yes or no, whatever, then you will write here can, no, I can not. Then for would you will write may, and for could you will write can, because may is used in a formal way and can is used in a informal way. Please students remember it. Okay, don't forget. Next, Raj, you lend me your bike. Here is used Raj, it means you are talking to your friend or the person you know very well. Then it means you will use your informal manner. Here you are using informal manner, then you will use your could. Okay, then students, for request we use two models, would and could. Next one is possibility. For possibility we use three models like may, might and can. Let's see where we use may. May represent a strong possibility, students, and it means there's a given a reason to be sure. Why there's a strong possibility? It may be given the reason in that sentence that it's showing a strong possibility. Then may is used when we have a strong possibility. Might is used for weak possibility. Okay, absence of reason, there's not given. Children, might represent weak possibility. Why? Because there is an absence of reason. It means that things will not show that happen. Can is used universally applicable. Means it will applicable to all things. Like one dash learn English. What we will use here? One may, one might, or one can. One can learn English. It's showing universally applicable. Then one can. She is good at spoken skills. She does qualify the interview. Here's given a reason. If she is good at spoken skill, then there's a chances that she will qualify the interview. Then she may qualify. There's a strong possibility that she will qualify. She is good at spoken skills. It means there's a possibility, there's a strong possibility that she may qualify the interview. I forgot to invite Kavita. I think she attend the party. Students, when anyone have forget to invite, then what's there's a strong possibility that she will come in the party, or weak possibility. It's a weak possibility, then we will use might. Because it's a weak possibility that she will attend the party. Then for possibility we use may, might and can. It is cloudy today. It does rain. If it is cloudy, then what? There's a possibility. There's a strong possibility that today it will rain. Then what we will use? It may rain, because there's given a reason. Then it means it's showing a strong possibility. Anyone does die anytime. It represents, it's universally applicable that anyone can die. It's not only applicable for one person, for all. Then anyone can die anytime. Next one is ability. For ability we use two models, can and could. Can represent the present ability and could represent the past ability. Let's see how. Raj dash lift this box easily. Students, in this sentence there's not given any word that so that this sentence represent the past time. It means it's presenting the present time, that it means we will use can. Raj can lift this box easily. When he was young, he dash run faster than Rohan. Student, this given was. When he was young, it means we are talking about the past time. Then we will use could. I dash speak 3 languages. There's not given any words that represent that so that we are talking about the past time. It means it's presenting the present time. Then I can speak 3 languages. Rahul dash helped me when he was here. As you can see, there's given was. It means it's representing the past time. Thus we will use could. Rohan could. Students, these two models can and could show the ability, means ability that what we can do or anyone can do. Necessity, advice, suggestion and obligation. For these we use should, must and ought to. Should is used in a general sense, not so important. It means if anyone is giving you advice and suggestion, and that it means it's not 100% important that you have to do. It's depend on your mood that if you want to do or not. Must, more important. We use must when the things are very important to do and it's so speaker's concern. Ought to, we use ought to when it's a socially and morally required. The things that are socially and morally required. Let's see some example. Raj, you look ill today. You dash consult a doctor. Children, if anyone is ill, then what? It's a very important to consult a doctor or not. It's really very important. Then what we will use? Must. Okay, then as you look ill today, you must consult a doctor. It shows here speaker's consult also, and it's very important to consult a doctor. Mr. Sharma changed his car as it seems old. If anyone is giving you suggestion that Mr. Sharma, your car is old, you have to you should change it. Then what? It's very important to change. If it's not too important. It's depend on your mood that if you want, then you can change it or not. We dash respect our elders. It's a socially and morally required that we should or we ought to respect our teachers, elders and parents. Then ought to. Students, we use ought to when it's very important and socially and morally. That's required. When you're talking about the respect of elders, teacher, parents, then we use ought to. Thank you.